Lockbox Nation, we alive and on your station. And shout out to the subs who always show love. And once again, thanks for being in a place where we lock in. I'm your host, Lock. Let's lock in the Lockbox CNT.
Attributed to just him being in better shape because his three ball is so much better this year. I think that's really like one of the most important aspects of his game that has taken another level. Like for his career, he's 34.5% from the three-point line. This year, he's slightly over 38%. And his step back threes, he's connecting on at a 40% clip. Wow. And his range, I mean, we see how his range is just ridiculous. And he's always had that in spots, but it wasn't always efficient. Like the step back three, he's always had it as a part of his arsenal, but it wasn't nearly as efficient and effective as it is now, which is he's taking like 5 or 6 step back threes a game and he's making like three of them at a time. Like he's so like the 3-point shooting. And again, I don't know how much of that is just working on the 3-point shooting and getting better and better at it, and how much of that is I still have my legs under me at the end of these games and just throughout these games because I'm in better condition. Right. And I've always been able to hit these shots, but when I'm exhausted, which I have been my entire career until now, it's like I got a guy who's a running mate here, so I can give Kyrie the ball at times. And then also he's in better shape.
For some reason, with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, I said, man, they're going to slow Luka down, but he owns them. The numbers he's been getting against him, even going back.
He did have a 44-point game this year against him.
But even going back when they played him in a 7-game series, he was averaging like 40 points a game. I was like, man, they can stop these guys.
Play against me to strap your shoes up. Didn't I tell you? That's what Luka Doncic does to
the best offensive player now that I have ever seen is Luka Doncic. Okay, so we've gotten there.
Did you see MJ?
No, hold on a second.
Wow.
Stan, see MJ. I did. Stan,
sure.
Let's go. Stan, you got to give me the tape. Let's hear it. Well, listen, I just don't think there's anything the guy can't do offensively. He's absolutely huge, first of all. I mean, he's 6'8" and big. He shoots the ball from deep. Now, I wouldn't have said this even a year and a half, 2 years ago. He's become a more consistent shooter from range. His range is incredible, and he's been very efficient shooting the ball. He can drive the ball from the perimeter. He can score in the post, and he's one of the best passers we have ever had in the league. There is literally no one who can match up with him. And when you bring the second defender, he can pick you apart. Look, I think when we incorporate both
Facts, Master Fame. I appreciate you, my boy. Let's run it back then. All the people, like Noir, I appreciate y'all, man.
Him being in better shape because his three ball is so much better this year. I think that's really like one of the most important aspects of his game that has taken another level. Like for his career, he's 34.5% from the three-point line. This year, he's slightly over 38%. And his step back threes, he's connecting on at a 40% clip. Wow. And his range, I mean, we see how his range is just ridiculous. And he's always had that in spots, but it wasn't always efficient. Like the step back three, he's always had it as a part of his arsenal, but it wasn't nearly as efficient and effective as it is now, which is he's taking like 5 or 6 step back threes a game and he's making like three of them at a time. Like so like the 3-point shooting. And again, I don't know how much of that is just working on the 3-point shooting and getting better and better at it. And how much of that is I still have my legs under me at the end of these games and just throughout these games because I'm in better condition. Right. And I've always been able to hit these shots, but when I'm exhausted, which I have been my entire career until now, it's like I got a guy who's a running mate here so I can give Kyrie the ball at times. And then also he's in better shape.
For some reason, with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, I said, man, they're going to slow Luka down, but he owns them. The numbers he's been getting against him, even going back.
He did have a 44-point game this year against him.
But even going back when they played him in a 7-game series, he was averaging like 40 points a game. I was like, man, they can stop these guys.
Play against me to strap your shoes up. Didn't I tell you? That's what Luka Doncic does to
The best offensive player now that I have ever seen is Luka Doncic. Okay, so we've gotten there. Did you see MJ? No, hold on a second. Wow. Stan, see MJ. I did. Stan, let's go. Stan, you got to give me the take. Let's hear it. Well, listen, I just don't think there's anything the guy can't do offensively. He's absolutely huge, first of all. I mean, he's 6'8" and big. He shoots the ball from deep. Now, I wouldn't have said this even a year and a half, 2 years ago. He's become a more consistent shooter from range. His range is incredible, and he's been very efficient shooting the ball. He can drive the ball from the perimeter. He can score in the post, and he's one of the best passers we have ever had in the league. There is literally no one who can match up with him. And when you
Lockbox Nation, we are live and on your station. And shout out to the subs who always show love. And once again, thanks for being in a place where we lock in. Now, I know we were having some hearing difficulties and the sound wasn't coming through, but we made it. Just like the Dallas Mavericks made it to 50 wins. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks making it 50 wins. Shooting on all cylinders. The Dallas Mavericks got to those 50 wins and that got Kyrie Irving a bonus. Yeah. Now I ask you, is the money funny? Is the money funny? But we got a lot more to talk about. Shout out to the people who are watching on Facebook, Instagram, X. You can call me Captain of Caps, a Beast of Beanies. And if you're on X, I go by Ace Boogie with a hoodie, 11. Tap in so y'all can be back in. If y'all are on those sites, come on over to YouTube, hit the like, tap in so you can be back in, tap in. But let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about on the show. We got a new segment we're gonna do Facts or Cap. We got a lot of people out here talking, and I swear it's hot cap. But I'm only one person. I need the MFFLs to be the judge of some of this thing. And drop your comments. But before we get any further, I do have to show this. That was at the beginning of the video. Luka Doncic has had a historic season, and his name is going up there with the greats. Yep, I said it. It's going up there with the greats. So we can't do nothing but appreciate what we have on our hands. Luka Doncic, we thank you for your service. Playing defense this season, attempting, trying, diving on the floor for loose balls. Since you didn't get the NBA MVP, we give you the Dallas MVP. Shout out Luka. I say, shout out Luka. It's great. Not only that, we got to talk about the LA Clippers. What is going on with the LA Clippers? And they're using Luka Doncic's jerseys for practice. Are they saying they're going to go at him? They must not know Luka, he got those legs of a tree trunk. And they will find out.
You are not fit for this game.
You can't come in there and disrespect us like this. But we'll allow it. Because it is so much disrespect that's being thrown on the Dallas Mavericks, and I do not know where it comes from. A lot of disrespect on Kyrie. How can you disrespect Uncle Drew? That's what I said. They say Kyrie is washed. They say he did not compete at the level he needed to do in his previous playoff series, despite all the factors that he was being troubled with. But yet he did everything he needed to do to get back on the court. They did everything they did to Kyrie. But my boy jumped up. And then he started knocking. And he got it done. He said, "Do it!" And that's all the Dallas Mavericks has been doing this season. And it's a great thing to see. We got Dante Exum.
Yeah, baby.
That's Dante Exum's signature drop right there. Yeah, baby. I can picture him saying it. Pause if King is listening. But before we get into that, let's look at some of these highlights from the previous game.
In 53 minutes, taking now 7 shots from the floor in that time. In the paint, Luka, down he goes, and down goes the shot, and the Mavericks with a 20-2 run. And here's Irving with another three-pointer made a moment ago, 14 points. And Dallas in front by 7. And here is Luka out from Beckford. He hits it. And they've already had a delay of game warning. Was that a second delay of game?
I'm going to go sure. Probably slamming the ball. It goes above the head.
And here's Derek Lively inside. Speaking of slamming the ball, Lively jams it home.
I think it's a lot due to the challenge that Jason Kidd gave him after the game. Sometimes when you use choice words, a.k.a. soft,
yes,
that hits a nerve with a lot of players.
Bones Highland, an erratic player, but certainly one capable of going off, as we saw in this building almost 1 year ago. And here's Luka and hitting a three.
What you have to realize now is these guys are playing with a James Harden or with a Westbrook, so that changes the dynamic of how that bench unit is run.
Wow!
And maybe not getting as much opportunity with those guys out there.
And down to the last 40 seconds of the first half. A drive into the paint. Luka got Diamante off his feet and stayed with it and scored. Up ahead, the advance pass by Jones to Luka. We see him making those advance passes frequently this year. He was on the receiving end. From Lively, Luka inside. Jones still comes away with the ball, despite the fact that the Kyrie alley-oop pass clanged off the rim.
What the Kai about is his lob pass.
Terrence Mann deflected it into the backcourt, but it's picked up by Luka.
Do y'all see that? We didn't even have the full squad, but yet they are still talking down. So I want to know, what are y'all thoughts? So let's read a couple comments. If it's shown. All right, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. All the comments disappeared. It's crazy. All right, let's get back into the show. Next, let's get into Daniel Gafford. My boy Daniel Gafford. Okay, we see Master Fame. Yo, shout out Master Fame. Let's see. Let's give my boy Master Fame a drop.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Shout out Master Fame. The only one that's showing though. So we got to get into Gafford. Is Gafford a elite rim protector? I don't know. Let's let these guys tell you.
But the big thing with a lot of this, honestly, is this one central question. Do you believe that Daniel Gafford is an elite defensive presence? That is the question that you are going to have to ask. Because since the All-Star break and he was traded to Dallas, he is defending 5.8 shots at the rim for NBA's admittedly wonky tracking data. And he's allowing a defensive field goal percentage of 45.9. Amongst qualified players, that's elite. Every defensive advanced metric basically says that Daniel Gafford has gone from, how can I put this, a Washington Wizard to one of the best rim protectors on the planet. I really like Daniel Gafford. I liked him in Washington. I thought that teams should have gone out and traded for him sooner. I think he's an excellent rim running big. What he was never in Washington was a rim protector. That was never his profile. And you go like, well, Matt, the Wizards were bad. Okay, go back further, because I'm the kind of loon that was watching them when they were like a borderline bubble team before Bradley Beal elected to have surgery. And it was like, yeah, no, Gafford's really good. Is he? What about defense? Oh no, complete garbage. No, can't defend at all. But it's working. Is that coaching? Is it scheme? Is it defensive personnel for Dallas? Because it certainly doesn't seem like it since Dallas was bottom 20 or bottom 10 in defensive efficiency until this stretch where they got super hot. I don't know. And here's the bigger thing with this, Brandon. It may not matter. Like, I could be like, I don't think it's real. It doesn't need to be real for 5 months. It needs to be real for 3 series. And then they're in the finals. Yep. And you're live. But the big thing with a lot of this, honestly, is this one central question. Do you believe?
So I need to know your thoughts. Do y'all think Daniel Gafford is a legit rim protector? And I got the comments Master Fame. Hey, let's go. Let's see. Master Fame, Clipper fans saying they're not worried about Luka because he wears down in the fourth quarter. Hey, Master Fame, I got something to tell them. If they think that's how it's gonna be,
game over.
It's gonna be straight game over, Master Fame. I'm telling you, because we got Luka. Not to mention, I don't even think they respect a landlord. And you know, my boy, when you know what time it is, but obviously they pay their rent early, but they don't realize we collecting early this month. And I say we collecting early. Okay, the volume, let's see. Yeah, we got the volume up, boss. That's facts. That's facts. Let me find that drop for you, Master Fan.
They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
They forgot Kyrie is him. We got Black Noir in the building. Shout out Black Noir.
Game is game, lil bro.
Game is game. Black Noir out here dropping straight game. Let's see who we got next. They don't know Luka has worked on his conditioning, and yeah, they in for a rude awakening. They don't know. They think he is lunch. They haven't been watching us lately. Nobody's lunch. Matter of fact, I got into a conversation with somebody the other day on YouTube, and he like, so we not gonna put 2 people on Luka or Kyrie. I'm like, okay, Mavs and 5. That's all I got to say, because that is all the disrespect I need to hear from anybody. Because if you play that way, not to mention, number one, they're gonna have to send 2 at Luka or Kyrie. So when you do that, they're playing 4-on-3. Not to mention, you got to worry about the playmaking between PJ and Daniel Gafford, because one of them are subject to lower lob up to the other. A good point, Master Fame. Master Fame, Luka is going to get Finals MVP. They don't have no choice. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Kyrie might be a dog this season though. He might be a dog. They be talking mad stuff. They have never played the new Mavs. This is gonna be something special. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. Literally, every time I hear disrespect, I'll be like, I'm reloading. I'm just sitting there in silence. I'm like, the best response is to show you, not tell you. I can warn you, but when they come out there and they punch you in the face with their skills, it's gonna be
game over.
And then they're gonna realize that
you are not fit for this game.
Master Fame, Kawhi is limping into the playoffs. My boy, my response to the dude. So my biggest question, any Clippers channel, anybody that you come across and they talking Clippers, notice how much they say the word if. If is the Clippers' favorite word. Yeah. If Kawhi Leonard is healthy, if Kawhi can play, if James Harden has a good game, if James Harden distributes the ball the way he needs to. I haven't heard no more ifs. Let's say if I got ifs, I got fifths. We'll all be drunk. Yeah, that's a tough one. Uh-oh. We got, let me find.
Wait a minute.
We got TGK. Shout out TGK being in the building. Much love, much respect. We had some stumbling in the beginning, but I appreciate you all for tapping in and staying locked in. Because this is the place where we lock in. Let's go. We got Daniel. Let's see. We got Daniel in here. Shout out Daniel for sliding through the channel. Black Noir. Mavs are second in rim protection. I think that's elite. Hey, you know what that means?
Game over.
It's game over for them Clipper fans. But it's not even hate. It's just simply knowing when you have a good product and you're trying to sell it against a not so good product. People know when you're genuine. This is a genuine team. They might not respect the others or the replacements. But I got one question. What happens when the replacements are better than the originals? The Dallas Mavericks replace a lot of pieces. But it all worked out. With that being said, let's get into the next segment.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
All right. Let's see. Let me get the file for y'all.
Height is 230.
And what weight class?
Weight class. What is Luka, like 6'8"?
Luka's like 6'8", 6'9"? I would say 6'8", 6'7".
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd probably give him that work. Just thinking about it.
So it's coming back. Confidence coming back.
Yeah, we lost
it was shaky for a little bit. It was shaky.
I mean, I think about
confidence wavered a little bit, but it's back.
If he does this post, puts me in the in the paint, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, no. But off the dribble.
Hey, chat, is Ocho capping? If he's capping, type the caps in the chat.
In space, he's cookies. I mean, same with y'all. In space, cookies.
he can't dribble. I can a little dribble.
Yeah, I can dribble with my left. Put it in that right hand. A little shaky.
Giving away the scouts.
Lockbox Nation, was that cap? Is that cap? Master Fame. I want 40 minutes of Gaff and D Live. Oh yeah. Speaking of Gaff and D Live has been practicing, so it's looking good that he will play in that first game. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. The Clippers think we have to go small. They don't realize, and I know some people don't want to hear this, that PJ Washington and Maxi Kleber as our two bigs, when we go small, they're over plus 16. Yeah. They don't want no problems. And their best small ball lineup has only played like 30 minutes together. So I don't think this is the time they really want to be experimenting, especially with Kawhi's knees. Not to mention, if Kawhi is having swelling in his knee and you want him to guard, I know he's not guarding Kyrie. With the shiftiness and the change of directions, Kyrie's going to break him down like a lawn chair. The bolts and screws just don't come off. He going to have that knee rocking. It's going to be doing the shoulder lean just in the knee version. So I don't think they want those problems. Got to get my lighting game like this. Hey, I appreciate it, TGK, I appreciate it.
Game is game, lil bro.
I promise. I got you. Game is game, and you got to share game. Too many ifs. Hey, too many ifs, Master Payne. Too many ifs. Let's see if I got any more segments for y'all. Yeah, this is another factor cap for y'all.
Let him cook. Let him give his all and attack him on defensive end as best we can, because it's tough to do what he's doing on both. You know what I'm saying? It's real tough to do that. And about the fourth quarter, we felt like he would, kind of slow down because it's tough to do both. But the first three quarters, man, he's letting everybody know.
Oh my gosh.
You got it talking.
That's why we get into it.
We said Kai is unanimous number one. Like it's
that ain't
we're not even fucking talking about it. Like,
No reason to.
like that shit is
Let him cook. Let him give his all and attack him on defensive end as best we can, because it's tough to do what he's doing on both. You know what I'm saying? It's real tough to do that. And about the fourth quarter, we felt like he would, kind of slow down because it's tough to do both. But the first three quarters, man, he's letting everybody know.
Oh my gosh.
You got it talking.
That's why we get into it.
We said Kai is unanimous number one. Like it's
that ain't
we're not even fucking talking about it. Like
No reason to.
like that shit is
Let him cook. Let him give his all and attack him on defensive end as best we can, because it's tough to do what he's doing on both. You know what I'm saying? It's real tough to do that. And about the fourth quarter, we felt like he would, kind of slow down because it's tough to do both. But the first three quarters, man, he's letting everybody know.
Oh my god.
There you have it. Lockbox Nation. T-Man words himself. There's no answer for Luka. But then when you add Kyrie, not to mention DJJ, Daniel Gafford, and PJ Washington, which are all lob threats, when they double two on the ball, Kyrie one-on-one, and then you have the bigs being able to go towards the basket, Kyrie looking for the mid-range shot or the layup, finessely. That's not even a word, but I just made it up for Kyrie. These are the things that Kyrie Irving will inspire you to do. Uncle Drew is in full effect for the playoffs, and he's ready to shred the narrative. I appreciate y'all stopping through the channel. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. Check, see if we got any more comments before we head out. Master Fame, I did see that Lou Will. Lou Will be wilding. That boy be flip-flopping more than a pair of sandals. I'm talking about he just shaking my head. Lockbox Nation, we out. Holla.